Coming up on Mountain News this morning, 60 people are facing charges following what officials are calling the largest prescription opioid operation in U.S. history. And a new facility is on its way to one eastern Kentucky county, designed to help new and expecting mothers who are addicted to drugs. And students at one school have started a campaign to bring awareness to addiction.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Taylor Upchurch. Today is Thursday, April 18th. Let's check in with Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. Brandon, it was significantly warmer out there this morning compared to what it was yesterday.
Oh yeah, and temperatures are flirting with 70 in some locations this morning, so very much milder. Let's take a look at the last 6 hours on the satellite and radar, and you can see not a whole lot of cloud cover just yet. Ebb and flow through the overnight hours, but we're going to see those clouds start to pick up ahead of that cold front that's going to move in later tonight and tomorrow. Look at that. Prestonsburg 68, Pikeville 67, some 50s down toward Hazard, London as well, but close to 60 even there. 55, the coolest spot in the region. That's up in Ashland. So an iced coffee type day across the region as temperatures get into the 80s once again today. Possibility for that anyway. Some locations will get to right around 82. The average high for this time of the year, 69. The record high of 88 set back this day in 2002. I'll have the rest of that forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Taylor?
All right, thank you, Brandon. Leading our news this morning, dozens of people in 11 states are charged in what officials are calling the largest prescription opioid takedown in history. 5 of the people charged in the investigation are medical professionals from right here in eastern Kentucky. Floyd County Dr. Muhammad Mazumdar, Pikeville Dr. Saeed Gutty, Floyd County Dentist Denver Tackett, and Pikeville Dr. Scotty Akers, along with his medical assistant Sarissa Stamper, are all facing charges. We talked with one woman who was walking to her appointment at the office where Dr. Mazumdar worked when she noticed all the doors were locked.
I'm not sure. I came to try to, walk to my appointment, and yeah, it shocked me.
The CDC estimates about 130 Americans dies from opioid overdoses every day. Attorney General William Barr has described the crisis as the deadliest drug crisis in American history. And when it comes to Saeed Gutty, we started keeping an eye on him a little more than 3 weeks ago. That's when we shot this video on March 25th. We knew federal agents were raiding his offices, but the looming question was why? Now we know. At the center of all this is his patients, some in dire need of pain medication. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher sat down with one of them.
People in Pike County say the investigation is not exactly a shock to them.
I wasn't surprised. It's known in this area for the pills and everything like that.
One of those doctors is Dr. Cy Goody. He operates a 5-clinic family practice in and around Pikeville.
It's not the people in the area, it's the doctors doing it. And they're the ones prescribing everybody narcotics that don't need narcotics.
We were there last month when investigators raided his clinics. Prosecutors claim he billed Medicare for urine testing that never happened or was not medically necessary. Robert Taylor says officials need to be strict on opioid distribution, but he believes that may affect those who truly need it.
It makes everybody else look bad when we actually have something wrong with us and need to go to the doctors and get narcotics, such as pain pills or something.
Marvin Hensley went to Dr. Goody, sometimes driving from his home in Harlan County.
But I think the government's went overboard with it. I think they're punishing the wrong people.
Hensley says he is shocked by Goody being charged.
My personal opinion and experience with Dr. Goody, it's been 100% professional.
Leaving many in eastern Kentucky worried about their important medications.
Without my pain medications, it makes life hard to live. I mean, people don't understand the torture.
Hensley says he's undergone 29 surgeries and may have to go another 2 weeks without his medication.
Yeah, that's not right.
In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
Court documents state he's scheduled for a hearing on the 25th in Frankfort Federal Court. And on a related note, $100,000 are on the way to a new facility in Clay County. WellCare of Kentucky is donating the money to Volunteers of America Mid-States for their Freedom House in Manchester. This will be a location where women who are addicted to drugs can go if they're pregnant or nursing. This is in the hopes to eventually eliminate children born addicted to drugs.
It's also important because they're going to be able to keep their children. Their children are going to be born into a home where they get to be with their parent. It's not broken. They get the opportunity to grow up with a wonderful maternal figure in their life and not wonder what it's like and where my mommy is. I think that's extremely important.
The facility should be open by this summer. And as part of a Broken World unit, Redbird Christian high schoolers learned to tackle social issues like addiction in Appalachia. A classroom debate of whether addiction is considered a choice or a disease led to a student-run campaign. It's called 2019 Redbird Road, which stands for Resist Opioid Access and Dependency. Students wrote letters filled with concern and pain to send to political, medical, and legal leaders. While flipping through each one, kids said their classmates' letters were hard to read.
Families being torn apart, to parents leaving and people throwing them away like they're nothing because the drugs have become such a problem in their life and they become the main priority over their kids.
Students also plan to host a candlelight vigil for anyone affected by substance abuse at the Redbird Christian School track. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, one dog is happy to be on dry land this morning after a harrowing rescue at sea. We'll have the details.
The forecast stays dry and warm for one more day before some major changes come our way. I'll have the latest in about 3 minutes.